There's a lot of stuff in there that looks complicated, like, filming so many different characters. Do you have that down to a science, or how does that work?
I have a good team who helps me make sure all that works out. But yeah, we try to keep it all in line and all down to a science. But yeah, my team they're amazing.
One more question, because everyone's here ready to check out the film, and they're gonna have a lot of fun. Let me tell you, I saw it already. What do you have planned for part 3?
Oh, get out of here! I don't even know if there is a part 3. We'll see.
Did you ever think you were gonna go from knocking out people to making people laugh?
No, I really didn't. I thought I'd actually get in the drama side of it, which it's true. But the the comedy side of it was something that got thrown at me within a day. The next day I was on a flight to Atlanta, and we're shooting on Monday morning. It happened so quick, but I read the script. It was funny. I read the character, and I got into it, and he gave me an opportunity that I've always wanted to do. And Tyler Perry did a great job. Within 6 days, we had this film shot.
Did a great job.
I haven't even seen it yet.
I got to see it.
You got to see
did?
it? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I haven't
we
even seen it yet. I haven't
We've
seen
only
any of
seen
it.
like pieces they've sent us.
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you, he plays a stud dad.
He is a stud dad.
I am a
All
stud
day,
dad.
every day.
I got 3 boys, so I got to
Yes.
make sure I do the best things for them, for
Has
their
to be.
future. So it was perfect. He went out and he found the character he wanted to see. And as a father side of my unique truth is my kids, and that's number one.
Quick last question, kind of a two-parter. So you have a son. Are you teaching him the sport? 3 boys. Are you passing on your knowledge of mixed martial arts and martial arts in general? And what advice would you give to up-and-comers? Because you are, my man, a legend.
My 28-year-olds and my 15-year-old, they wrestle already. They've been wrestling. My oldest been wrestling for 7 years. My twin's been wrestling for 4 years. But just hard work and determination. And I tell them, the hard thing is, as a father, you can't teach your kid because he don't listen. It's you to teach a coach, and coach teach him the same moves, and then he'll get it. So it's a little different. I just show him what hard work and dedication is. And at the end of the day, it's truthfully about school and not just sports. So I don't want to fall back on sports. Fighting-wise, I told him he could become a professional fighter when he gets his master's degree. And until he gets his master's degree, they become a professional fighter. School's already taken care of, but academically, he should get it no matter what because he's an AA student already.
If they come in with a black eye, what do you guys think?
He probably got the better of him.
True, very true.
I'm like, our kids are tough.
My kids, I have some tough kids. Mentally tough, but very respectful. And respect
Yes.
is the number one word in our home, for sure.
Thanks for the knockouts, and now thanks for the laughs.
I'm Patrice Lovely, and I play the character Hattie.
Could you talk a little bit about filming a scene in particular, maybe the one in the house or in the car or anything like that? How is that process? How you guys pull it off?
The process is crazy. Just being in the car with Madea / Tyler, and he's in character, and he's still running everything and, running the show and giving scene changes, and it's really, really crazy. But at the same time, it's funny. It's hilarious. You learn. The more I do this with him, the more I learn, because he gave me my first start in television, with Lovely Neighbors. So every time I'm around him and with him, I learn so much. Yeah.
Do you have any fun stories you could share with us from the set when something that maybe happened while the camera was not rolling?
Absolutely. We were doing a scene change. We had maybe like 35, 45 minutes, and it's like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So at that time, our energy is, dropping. So Madea decides that we're gonna go out, off set, into the neighborhood, driving. We have no tags on the car, no license, no insurance, no phones, no guards, nothing. And all I could see was the mug shot that, that we were gonna have. And TMZ, they were gonna have a field day with that. So he decided we better go back and then we end up going to Crystal Fox House from the Have and Have Nots. And so it was crazy, but it was so much fun. It's definitely scary. You know what to expect, but at the same time, when you see the fog and the smoke and the zombies coming from out, you don't really know what's happening behind there because we were actually filming at TPS Studio, and he chose a wooded area. So you're doing the film, but at the same time you're still watching your back and mean, making sure nothing extra come out, you know what I mean, while you're filming, you know. Yeah, but we had a ball. When I tell you we had a ball filming this, and I'm just so excited to see the audience's face.
People are going to love it. Thank you very much. You got to go to the party. How was that?
Oh, good. Last year, the movie, I didn't get to, the whole thing was I was too young to this and too young to that. But this year, I turned 18, and so I got to kind of do whatever I wanted. And that's something that we kind of watched me throughout this movie. But it was fun. I had a blast.
So there's some creepy scenes, especially in the camp area. How was it filming that?
Well, we were on a huge lot in Atlanta. When it gets dark, the moon shines and like it starts to look creepy. And the house that we shot in was actually pretty creepy. And just the outside area was very like, I feel like Freddie and Jason might be hiding in the bushes or something. But apart from that, it was cool. Because there were like a lot of people around, so it was cool.
Speaking of Jason and Freddie, who's your favorite horror creep?
I really like the clown from It because it turns into your biggest fear. It's like personalized to you, and in order to get over it, you have to like conquer your fears, and I think that's such a cool movie idea. I'm so sad I didn't think of it first, and that's like my favorite horror movie, so.
Hey man, thanks for the laughs. You were great.
Thank you so much. You saw the movie already?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
They sent me an advance copy, and they're not letting you see it? No, just kidding. I saw it in a press screen.
I'm glad you liked it then. Do I get screen time in this one?
You get a lot of screen time, and I'm going to ask you, man, you got ripped for this one. Can you talk a little bit about your workout?
All I did last year, like leading up to this movie, was work out, eat healthy. Like I was strict. Like I was a actor and also a bodybuilder. But now I recently moved to New Jersey, been eating my mom's cooking, so I'm a different person on this red carpet.
So you have a friend here. Could you talk about her?
My beloved Muffin. She comes with me everywhere. She's excited. She has a cute little dress on today, and she's my love. She's the love of my life, so she had to come with me.
So the film is full of funny talent, right? So anything happened off the screen when the cameras weren't rolling that you could recall that you want to share with us? It's a family show, though. I just got to tell you that.
A lot happens, but not much that I could share. But being around the cast, they're really funny guys, and they're always like joking around and having fun. So it's just a good time.
So how was it working in the film?
It was unbelievable to work with Tyler Perry and actually see him transform into Madea. It was crazy.
I grew up watching Madea films, so just to be a part of one is just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Did you guys how is it witnessing all the different characters he plays? Does it seem like hard to do, or does he have it down to science, or how does that work?
I think he has it down to science because he can just turn it on and turn it off, which is crazy.
I think Tyler Perry just has a thing where he just knows how to be himself, and that's just himself. He likes to do that, and he's happy to do that, so he just does it.
What are your thoughts on horror movies and or just horror in general going so well hand in hand with comedy?
I actually like the idea because, I mean, so you want things to be scary all the time, but sometimes just putting in comedy in it is A1.
I couldn't do nothing but agree. Comedy and horror just seems to go hand in hand because those horror elements just always have a comedic value to it. There's always something funny in it. You try to ignore it, but he does not ignore it. He just embraces it. So I think that's what it is.
Can you guys pick one horror icon, monster, or whatever hero that you guys like? Who's your favorite?
I would probably say Michael Myers.
I would say the same, actually, Michael Myers.
That makes three of us.
Yes, I love Michael Myers.